For decades, the data is silent, a long horizontal line of obscurity, until the needle suddenly jolts into motion. This chart tracks the name Branson's U.S. popularity. From 1912 through the 70s, it remained a statistical ghost of 5 to 10 boys annually. In 1979, counts hit the 30s. By 1995, adoptions reached triple digits, climbing toward 300 by the 2010s. Most naming booms are triggered by a revival of ancient mythology or a sudden interest in biblical texts. Branson has no roots in either. This data anomaly reflects a shift in modern parenting. It is the visible evidence of a new set of priorities when choosing a child's identity. To understand why this change happened, we have to look back at how the word was originally built. The name began with the Germanic root brand. It was a literal term for a sword or a firebrand, used to denote the qualities of a warrior. Medieval English naming customs transformed this description into a mechanical identifier. By adding the suffix son, they created a title that fixed a person's place in a family tree. The resulting patronymic meant son of Brant, or son of the servant. For centuries, the name was a rigid label. It was a surname designed to look backward, documenting a child's ancestry rather than their individual identity. That function began to change in the late 20th century as a new trend emerged, the surname inversion. Parents began looking at traditional last names and repurposing them as given names. This movement brought names like Bennett, Everett, and Graham to the front of the birth certificate. These names provided a specific balance. They sounded established and dignified, but had a crisp phonetic quality that felt modern. This shift in preference favored names with a certain auditory weight, creating an opportunity for rarely used surnames to enter the mainstream. But why did Branson specifically move from the bottom of the charts to the top 2,000? In the 80s and 90s, the word began to appear in the public consciousness with a new set of associations. The timing of the name's rise corresponds with two major cultural touchpoints. While the town of Branson, Missouri was growing into a national tourism hub, British entrepreneur Richard Branson was building the Virgin Group into a global conglomerate. These simultaneous influences helped reframe the name, linking it to themes of entrepreneurial ambition and professional achievement. This perception aligned with the name's numerology profile of a 4, a number linked to practicality, diligence, and building solid foundations. The name was no longer just a record of lineage. It had become a brand associated with the traits parents desired for their children's future. This chart shows the modern standing of the name. Since 2010, the data hasn't crashed. Instead, it has plateaued, consistently ranking between 1,500 and 2,000. While it hasn't become a top 10 fad, that moderate popularity is a benefit. It keeps the name from feeling like a dated trend, allowing it to maintain an air of sophistication without becoming overused. A millennium ago, this name served as a literal description of a child's father. The inversion of Branson from a medieval surname to a given name illustrates how the intent behind naming has shifted. Choosing a name has become an act of aspirational branding, a way for parents to project a sense of confidence and future achievement onto their children.